You can't control how people receive your energy. Anything you do or say usually gets filtered through the lens of whatever they're going through at that moment, which honestly has nothing to do with you. So just continue to do you with as much integrity and love as possible, knowing that it's not personal.
The right doors won't open for you until you're the version of yourself that's supposed to walk through them. You can't rush, skip, or cheat the process, so you may as well learn to love it. Fall in love with this moment, and not just the destination. This moment is your life. Be patient with yourself. Nothing in nature blooms all year.
You prayed for purpose, but purpose will separate you. Sometimes the most dangerous place to stay is where you are most familiar. That group chat, that old friend who still sees the old version of you, that person who loves you conditionally. As long as you don't change too much, you'll start shrinking yourself just to be accepted. You'll start silencing yourself just to avoid tension. But listen, any space that requires you to betray your growth is not your home.
Sometimes people are sent to you just to help you timeline correct. They will have had a huge impact on your life, but were not meant to stay for long. That doesn't make them bad. It's not even love lost. They came and did exactly what they were assigned to you to do. Take the time to unclench your fists. Let go of what's not meant for you. The art of receiving begins with release. You are not behind. You're exactly where you need to be for this chapter of your life. Bloom where you are planted, but don't be afraid to grow wild. The way you speak to yourself creates your reality. Choose love over fear. The moment you stop looking for a reason to be loved, you'll find it in yourself. Beautiful love language is consideration. When someone thinks about your feelings before making decisions, pays attention to details, and goes the extra mile to make life a little easier for you, how much someone cares about you can actually be found in how much they consider you. A healthy relationship is where two independent people just make a deal that they will help the other person be the best version of themselves.
Sometimes the path to becoming your greatest self is paved with sacrifices that even the ones you love may not even fully understand. The silent battles, the moments of doubt, and with all the solitude, it can make you question everything. Yet, through this discomfort, remember that you are guided, you are protected and chosen for this journey. Trust that each hardship Every sacrifice is part of your divine story. Trust that it's aligning you with a purpose that's greater than you can even imagine.
Hyper-independence is a trauma response to never having people show up for you, even when they claimed they would. Or having people only want to help you just to throw it back in your face down the line. So you suffer in silence and do everything on your own to prevent that.
The universe is not in a hurry. You are. That's why you're probably tired, anxious, stressed. Trust that whatever is meant to be yours already is. Allow the universe room to work, and the path will reveal itself. There's time for action and time for reflection, redirecting yourself back to where you're meant to be. Those who flow as the divine flows know that they need no other force.
And one day, you start meeting people on that higher alignment, which proves you weren't asking for too much. You only needed to love yourself. Let yourself be loved in return. Set boundaries, respect other people's boundaries, and love each other through the process.
Life is so much easier when you learn to accept disappointments as blessings in disguise. Got rejected. It wasn't for you. They don't value you. Other people do and will. Doors will close to protect you from things that aren't meant for you. In the end, people always have a way of revealing who they are. You just have to give them the space and time to do so. No mask can be worn forever. trust the timing of your life. Every detour, every pause, every moment of stillness is leading you somewhere meaningful. The sun never rushes to rise, yet everything revolves around its light. Move like the sun, steady, sure, and powerful.
Because struggle becomes our identity. If we're not hustling, what do we deserve? We look for problems. We question where they are. We make things harder than they need to be. But let me ask you something real. When did you decide pain had to be your teacher forever? There's a difference between being consistent and being trapped. And so many people stay in jobs, relationships, environments, and even versions of themselves just to seem stable on the outside while they silently unravel inside. But listen, God is not asking you to prove your consistency. God is asking you to protect your peace. Starting over doesn't mean you failed. It means you're brave enough to stop pretending. You're not running, you're realigning.
Life humbles you. As you grow old, you stop chasing the big things and start valuing the little things. Alone time, enough sleep, long walks, and quality time with loved ones. Simplicity becomes the ultimate goal. You realize happiness isn't found in things or places. It's in the moments you once overlooked. A quiet sunrise, a shared laugh, the stillness of the night. They hold the peace you seek. Passionate people can't settle for a normal life. We're destined for greatness. We're destined to have the greatest love story, friendships, family, adventures, lifestyle. We're meant to find magic and create magic. It's our purpose, and our passionate heart knows it. Everything that happens in your life is for your highest good. Be grateful for the things that didn't work out because you truly deserved so much more. Push yourself to evolve. Time to level up. the path to becoming your greatest version is paved with sacrifices that even the ones you love may not even fully understand. The silent battles, the moments of doubt, and with all the solitude, it can make you question everything. Yet, through this discomfort, remember that you are guided. You are protected and chosen for this journey. Trust that each hardship, every sacrifice is part of your divine story. Trust that it's aligning you with a purpose that's greater than you can even imagine.
And just because you don't see movement on the surface doesn't mean miracles aren't forming underneath. You're not behind, you're being aligned. Before the rain comes, the sky gets still. Before the flowers bloom, it roots in darkness. Before God reveals, God refines. Your stillness is not a punishment. It's spiritual preparation. It's the rewiring of your nervous system. It's the detoxing of your soul from timelines that don't serve you. It's God saying, let me clear the noise so that you can hear me again.
I grew up walking on eggshells, recognizing footsteps, tones, how to tell if someone was in a bad mood and to avoid them. I learned to study people at a young age. I'm quiet and observant for a reason. I'll read you like a book before we even speak.
Eventually, you will realize that the universe is forcing you to be alone so that you can start depending on yourself and remove the unhealthy attachments you place on others. It's time to start putting all that energy back into yourself and becoming the best version of you.
It's actually healthy when people dislike you. That means you're not a people pleaser and you have boundaries. A lot of your problems come from not putting people in their place the first time they try you. Be careful what you tolerate. You're teaching people how to treat you.
Sometimes the most powerful thing we can do is pause, breathe, and remind yourself that growth isn't always loud or visible. It's in the quiet moments of resilience, the silent battles that you win within yourself, and the peace that you find when you trust in that journey. Let go of the need to control every detail, every situation, and just lean into the divine timing that's already connected to your life. Gentle reminder, you hold the power to achieve anything that you set your mind to. The strength within you is vast, limitless, and as you walk forward, endless possibilities open up before you. Paths of love, light, awareness, guidance, all waiting for you to choose. Trust that each step, each decision brings you closer to the person that you are meant to become. You're allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress. Everything that was happening to you was actually happening for you. Trust in that divine timing. Know that your life is meant for amazing things. Know that you are worthy for amazing things. And there is no tribulation that was handed to you that you were not created to overcome. Blessings are inevitable.
Heal so that when people are speaking to you, it's going through a filter of love, understanding, and empathy, and not through the filter of hurt, neglect, resentment, and impulsiveness. Most people see life how they feel inside.
You're allowed to be both a masterpiece and a work in progress. Everything that was happening to you was actually happening for you. Trust in that divine timing. Know that your life is meant for amazing things. Know that you are worthy for amazing things. And there is no tribulation that was handed to you that you were not created to overcome. Blessings are inevitable.